Ladies and gentlemen, so we got a bit of an unexpected one today. This was not data mined, it wasn't in the patch notes anywhere. This has seemingly come out of the blue, and it's this Wednesday. A brand new piece of challenge content is going to launch called The Maze, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be active for 3 weeks' time, and this seems very, very geared toward endgame players, but it's very tough to tell because we don't really have much of a sense of how difficult it's going to be. The rewards, they don't seem like too insane, so I'm really not too sure what to expect. So to give you an idea of what information we know so far, there are going to be a total of, I believe, 4 interconnecting paths. Every single path is going to have a total of 6 fights. There's going to be 5 regular fights and a final boss. Every fight is a sort of puzzle that you'll need to figure out, and your RPG knowledge will be put to the test. Now, it says here that you'll be able to scout ahead and plan your path to make sure you bring the best champions for the job. So it looks like you're going to be able to see, but then they've given us like loads of hints to help you plan on who to bring. We'll give you 5 tips to help with some of the fights. So I'm not too sure if this is like pre-preparation work, but I'm a little bit confused at this. If you're going to be able to see the champions, we just open it up and I assume figure out the best tactic from there on out. But these are the hints that we've got so far, ladies and gentlemen. So those who can strike true will be able to hit the mark. So I assume some sort of evade character. It may get cold, so either be prepared or try to tough it out. So I'm kind of assuming this is like either a really stacked Iceman or need Luke Cage with his tough it out indestructible, something along those lines, maybe a Sabertooth for Corvus. So yeah, maybe Corvus kind of fits the first 2 there. Now the next one is, if you listen carefully to the maze, you can hear the sound of a neurotoxin emitter emitting neurotoxins, and neurotoxins are a combination of both bleed and poison, so I assume you need a double immunities character as well. Maybe that's what they're trying to get at. Chaos and War can be found to the left, and Death and Nightmares will be on the right, so I assume that's referring to the 4 different paths. Now, if one of the paths is an aspect of Chaos path, because that node, you know, you can just absolutely cheese the crap out of it, especially if you've got a Hela or a Heimdall. So if one of the paths is like a full Chaos one, then it actually might be very, very, very easy to get completion. And the rewards are split down by completion and exploration, so that's something to kind of keep in mind there. And then we have primordial power awaits at the end. Be prepared to fight the greatest fighter. So that's essentially saying that the champion is yet again the final boss, ladies and gentlemen, because we have had, you know, we've not fought enough champions recently. He was only the final boss for last month's event and the heavyweight. You know, they cannot just add this character in enough, to be fair. So yeah, basically bring a champion that can nullify, or you're gonna have to deal with a very, very annoying regeneration there. So make sure you bring a champion that can nullify. So again, considering like doing 100% is going to be 24 fights, and 4 of those are going to be doing the champion over again. I don't think this is going to be too bad difficulty-wise. It doesn't seem like super insane. But again, like, it's impossible to tell without seeing the nodes, the champions, the power index. Like, you know, we've got a very, very limited amount of information. But just having a look at these rewards, man, the completion of the maze, which again, there might be a very, very easy way to do this with the aspect of Chaos Node. You got tier 2 alpha fragments, 2,000 5-star shards, and 5 5-star signature stone crystals. So, you know, it's nothing like too exciting there, but if it's really, really quick and easy to bring in something like a 3-star Hela into the mix and just down the Chaos Node, and then, you know, bring like a Symbiote Supreme or like any nullified champion and get the champion down, you know, this might be a very low-hanging fruit in terms of the stack of rewards. And then for doing all of the paths, you get 27,000 tier 2 alpha fragments, so enough for the completion to form 1 tier 2 alpha, 5,000 5-star crystal shards, 25-star signature stones, and 250,000 gold. Many will enter, very few will succeed. This content is not meant to be completed by everyone, and less experienced summoners will find themselves in for the fight of their lives. For those brave enough to delve deep into the maze, good luck and don't get lost. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with the difficulty, but one of the things that they did with Variant is they kind of underplayed the difficulty. tilty a little bit. So I think the best thing that they can do with this kind of content pre-launch is be like, it's going to be really, really hard. And then if it turns out to be like, not that bad, they're like, oh, you know, you guys are so good. Congrats to you. But if they're like, oh, it's not going to be too bad, and then it turns out to be much harder, you know, you might as well just be like, it's going to be so hard. And then when you get it done, you're going to feel a little bit better about yourself there. So yeah, the maze seems interesting. Again, I don't like to judge the content. Like, I found it a bad idea judging the rewards before the content's out, because this could be really, really easy to get, or it could be really, really hard, and these rewards could suck for the time and effort invested. It is impossible to say at the moment whether or not these are good rewards, but you know, it's a nice stack of rewards for something that might be 24 fights if the fights are not too bad. But I am a little bit cautious that there is going to be an aspect of Warpath, and that path might suck a lot, so we got to keep that one in mind. Aspect of Death is, you know, don't get hit after the specials, and Nightmares is just, you know, you degen and regen again. So I imagine 3 out of 4 paths, I assume, won't be too bad there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today's maze video. What do you think of the maze? Are you excited for it? Are you ready on Wednesday to watch some man go in raw and get his ass handed to him on the live stream? If you are, feel free to smash that like button. Again, Wednesday, man, we are going to do this 100% live, so tune in around 6 o'clock if you want to see me get absolutely ruined when it comes to the maze. And you know, maybe it might be a good time. Maybe we might have a little bit of fun. Who knows? But thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you Wednesday for the maze, ladies and gentlemen.